Now guys, welcome back to the South Coast Angler. This is not the fish chase. This is just a separate little episode. Basically, I had some bait left and I thought I've got the day off. The sun's shining. Let's see if we can go and pick up a carp or two. It's very, very, very cold. But nobody's here. I've got this lake to myself. There was somebody that's just left. He said he's fishing down the bottom end. He said he's had one fish and he's been here since 8 o'clock this morning. It's about midday now. And it's just such a nice day. I thought I've got to get out on the bank. So I've got some meat. I've got some sweet corn. I'm going to give it a go. See if I can pick up 1 or 2 carp. I don't know if I'm expecting to catch anything, but it would be nice to pick up 1 or 2. And as I told you guys, I've got a new car now and my seat box doesn't fit in my new car. So pole fishing is out of the question right now. So I've got my comfy little chair back, got my carp net. We're going to be fishing under this tree right here. There's next to no wind on the lake whatsoever. Why did I choose this swim out of any? I have absolutely no idea. I've never fished it before, but we'll give it a whirl and see what happens. I've actually just moved down a couple of swims because there's more sun on me, which is good, but it looks a little bit more inviting here. There was a slight breeze as I was setting up that was drifting, and it was drifting just across this way. So I'm thinking if there has been a breeze, I thought I saw a carp move out there then. I'm thinking if there has been a breeze, then if it's blowing this way, obviously I know direction of winds can change, but I don't know, I just feel like maybe they're pushing the carp down into this area. But again, you know, this isn't, I know what's going to happen here. I'm going to catch a mirror carp, a common carp, a bream, basically fish that I haven't caught on the fish chase, because that's typical, but that's how fishing works. I'm not sure if I can see movement on the water or if it's just from the ducks. There are ducks over here, which makes me think there's food over here. There's definitely fish moving across. There's fish moving here. I've put a small amount of pellet out over a small area. I didn't want to start just chucking pellet everywhere. So I've put some 4 meals out around about where my float is in quite a small area. And a few cubes of meat over the top. I didn't want to put in too much because A, the disturbance of the bloody ducks, and B, obviously in the winter where it's cold, I don't want to just, you don't feed the fish like you would in the summer, you know. So you can always add, if nothing's happening, I can always add more bait to it, but obviously you don't want to overdo it because you can't take it away. But yeah, I've got my float rod back out, a little cork handle float rod. I love this float rod, it's so good. I think we're on about £6 line, and yeah, I'm fishing a cube of meat over some 4 meal pellets. Basically, I've been getting back into these things that I used to have in my lunchbox as a kid, right? I don't know if you can see them because of the sun, but this is not sponsored. Wish I was. Wildlife tubes, which are like little yogurts that you just squeeze into your mouth. They're a bit like Frubes, but I don't know, I always had the tubes. I always feel like, I don't know, are they better? I have no idea. I don't know what the flavours are, but these wildlife tubes that I'm eating now, they do all sorts, like apricot, strawberry. This one is strawberry, but they always have a joke on the front. So I'm going to share you the joke. How do bees get to school? By school buzz. Ba-dum-tsh. And then these things are absolutely insane. Mr. Choc, you get them from Lidl, and let me just bite into one for you. I'm going to show you. It's like, you know, you can get Milka. It's obviously not Milka, but it's like you can get different flavours, can't you, of milk, and there's like a strawberry yogurt flavour. That's basically what this is. Look, let me bite into it for you. Can you see like the strawberry yogurt middle? Oh, it's so good. You're gonna have Jesus Christ. You're gonna have to get used to this, guys. On my channel, I'm gonna start bringing in some carp videos where I'm gonna be fishing with bite alarms. I bought my bite alarms, I bought carp rods. I just need to make up some hair rigs and stuff now. I'm waiting for the weather to get better, but I'm all ready to go carp fishing. Proper carp fishing, so you're gonna have to get used to my food reviews and what I'm eating, because they're gonna be a big part of the video. Hopefully, I'll catch enough fish in the summer that the food section of my video won't be the main talking point of the video. But yeah, plenty more of those jokes where that came from. Now, it's just a waiting game. I hate fishing in the winter. Everything's so much slower and less active. You can wait, I mean, touch wood, I don't want to blank. There's actually wooden swim here. But you can actually wait hours and hours and hours for a bite in the winter. You can in the summer, but it's just so much harder in the winter to catch fish. And right on cue, I'm in, guys. I've hooked something, I'm hooked up. There's a fish on there. I don't think it's hooked very well because it didn't strike very well. I thought the duck went over my line. I thought the duck pulled the float under, but then I struck and I was in. Well, it's definitely a fish. It doesn't feel huge, but I don't want to give it too much stick in case it's not hooked properly. Look at the rod. I love this rod so much. Let's have a look. What is it? It's trying to get under that tree. But it is a... Oh, it's a mirror. It's only a couple of pound, but it's a mirror. Let me get it in the net and we'll have a closer look. Here it is, my first carp of 2022. Nice mirror. Look at the colours on it. See how it's like, where it's sort of winter time, it's not very active. If this was summer, it'd probably be flapping around everywhere right now. But nice little fight it put up there. I'd give it, the mouth's a little bit scagged up. I'm not happy about that. You have to be careful, guys, when you fish in these lakes. Please use barbless hooks. We're going to get him back. I'd say he's probably about 2.5, 3 pound. But there we go, first one. And away he goes. Well, honestly, I was only fishing for about 15 minutes before I got that bite. I literally just finished my chocolate. And then what happened? Next cast, I went and bloody cast straight into the tree. Oh, and I've lost my bloody float and all my split shot, my hook. I can still see the luncheon meat up on that branch right now. That's just amateur, so amateur. It really is, and it's annoyed me, but at least I've caught a fish. Now I've got to set back up again. Oh, it's just so amateur. Well, the reason why I didn't want to make this episode part of the fish chase is because I know there's a lot of carp in here that are like 2 or 3 pound. For example, the one that I caught. And I don't really want to count that as a mirror carp. Even though I've caught a mirror carp now this year. Like, obviously, the whole point of the fish chase is to catch every single freshwater species of fish. Even though I've just caught a mirror carp, I'm still not ticking it off my list, even though I've caught it. Doesn't make sense, I know, but I just wanted to dedicate an episode to carp, like mirrors and commons. And I wanted to go to a different venue where they've got some larger carp in there, and I was hoping to catch maybe a double figure carp, because I feel like that's more... Like, I feel like anybody can just go down to a lake and catch a carp. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to make it a little bit more specific and aim for a bigger fish. It's like brown trout. There's a place I know where I can go, and I can go and catch a brown trout as easy as that. But they're only going to be the length of your longest finger. Well, maybe twice the size of that. But what I mean is, like, I'm not going to be going to catch like a 4 or 5 pound brown trout, which is a sizable brown trout, and that's what I want to catch. So I don't want to skimp out of it by catching a small carp or a small trout. I want to make a real go of it and try and catch a decent sized fish that we can count on the fish chase.